What?
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 You usually want to do some awful bit. Are you gonna do? You're not gonna do Pornhub Live today. You're not gonna talk about OnlyFans today.
I mean,
your mind's not in the gutter.
I want to say congratulations.
You jacked off twice this morning. Good job. You jacked off twice this morning.
How did you know?
You look bright. You look alert.
I'm not gonna lie.
You definitely did a little.
You know what I did this morning?
Listen to Matthew McConaughey's advice from Wall Street.
Oh yeah, but I didn't listen to the whole thing yet. But my brain automatically during football season knows at Wednesday at 4:30 waivers are run through. So I go to all of the 20 teams that I have, and I'm like, did I get the guy that I want? Did I get the defense that I want? Did I get the kicker? And
you physically wake up at that time,
right? Like I literally have no alarm clock set for that.
It's just your body is physically on that alarm clock.
Ready to go to check waivers to make sure somebody drops something.
Right.
And people actually call me out. They're like, Michael, do you actually wake up at that time?
100% you do.
And I'm like, not on purpose. Like, people think it's purposely, like, alarm 4:30, alarm when I have to go to work.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me just clarify for my partner here. When you have had, by the way, I'm going to do our introductions for the first time ever. I am Joey Dorn, known as Lil Joe from time to time. And across from me, as always, is our CEO, is our captain, is our president, except for this show where I am clearly the strong host, the Pharaoh, Michael Shanuti.
People have told me they need hearing aids now because of you. Because you blow out their ears.
Listen at your caution, baby. Listen at your caution, maybe turn it down, the volume to 50%, but we all know we need a little Joe.
But Joe, I'm just telling you, Joe, like, I mean, Wednesdays, during football season, I'm awake, I'm ready to go, I'm knowing what I need to know. I love the Yahoo projections. I was projected to score 99 points in one league because of the standard, kind of like how we do things in that league. Now I'm projected to win by 1 at 104 to 103. The other guy's 103.
So let me, my clarification on this was, before I did our introductions and reminded everybody who is the clear host of the show, was that, ladies and gentlemen, he does do this. He does, and when you ran and been in 9 leagues, sometimes 11, I think it was 11 at a
7-2. No, I'm in 9 this year. 1 is a dynasty, so it's reoccurring, obviously. 7-2 this week. Was 8-1 last week.
But for years, you've been in 9+ leagues.
I think
and your body just now naturally
does it
during the fall. Works it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm there.
It's like what people talk about, like peeing in the morning. Like, people are like, your body knows this is the time you gotta go pee. Like, that's how you go. And then I'm like, well, peeing is my waiver wire check, and that's what I want to do. I want to make sure I got the Chargers defense, which I did. I want to make sure that I got Will Lutz in another league, which I did.
Thank God.
Let me tell you, this week in
hey, some kickers are getting 20, 25 points a game.
Yeah, but that's like people. It's one kicker every time. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like, are you gonna have the kicker for that week?
Exactly.
Is Will Lutz your guy this week?
Let me tell you about McManus last week. Nobody picked him up, and he had 20 points.
He won another game. He was that game's MVP. By
what's his name? Young Chung Chu or whatever.
Young Chung Ho.
Yeah, 20 points. Like, there's 2 of them, so.
Young Ho Chu, I apologize. And ignore that accent.
Yeah, so, anyways, that's what we're doing here. Welcome to Face of the Franchise. Joe gave us a wonderful introduction. And I do want to start off the show by saying, Joe, relax. I will start it. I will say it.
Okay.
Levon, you proved me wrong. You want to win a ring. You went to the Chiefs. You didn't want to go to Miami, do all the stupid shit that you did when you were in a holdout, doing the jet skis, throwing money on strippers. However, after what you saw, no, seriously, be an analyst. Be an analyst one time. Let me ask you.
You be an analyst one time.
Can I ask you a question?
You were wrong.
Let me ask
you. You owe somebody an apology.
Let me ask
you.
Be
a man.
Can I ask you a question?
Be a man. I am checking your man card right now.
I'm asking you. I just said.
Okay, no, your man card is on the table. I'm glad you said that. That's great. I'm glad you're admitting it. But you still owe one word to one person.
No,
it's not me.
No.
It's not me. I appreciate you saying that.
I have a question. That's all I have.
I will answer your question, but afterwards you have to say
it. Depends what you say. It depends what you say. Exactly. Just relax. After what you saw, where Clyde Edwards-Helaire ran for 162 yards, do all this shit, had a touchdown called back, what do you think Levion's role on this team is? Plus, is Le'Veon gonna be there just to win a ring? Like, all he's there to do is just to do a couple things here and there. Kind of like, best case scenario, Latavius Murray for the New Orleans Saints. He comes in for 10 rushes. He might get one for 20 yards. Everybody's like, ooh, that's a flex play. Ooh, I can't wait. But, ooh.
Start of the week.
Start of the week, Latavius Murray. No, please don't start Latavius Murray. You'll lose.
You'll immediately regret it. It's just like saying, "Hey, let's start Boston Scott."
You're playing you're on a carousel. That's how I feel with like these running backs. You're on a carousel. You put yourself on one
Unless you have one of those top fives, you're pretty much spot starting every week.
Exactly. So that's what my question is to you, and then maybe I'll apologize.
You know what, dude? I think I've admitted to you, and I'll admit to the fans right now. I'm gonna break a little character. Sometimes I like to, play it up a little, Joe. I'm a little exaggerated, Joe, than what I am off air. I'm going to give you my full-on 4S ESPN audition tape right here, and I'll tell you exactly what I think. There's something they call in baseball that's used more in baseball. It's used a little bit in basketball, and it's starting to be used more and more in football. And that's kind of, you have that tool guy. You have that guy for one situation only, especially in baseball. It's that guy to steal the base for you. It's that guy that you know is going to get that clutch hit in the right situation. It's the guy that, hey, you need some three-pointers. Hey, you need a little defense in basketball. With the last two. But I see Le'Veon being exactly that. I see him being a utility tool guy. I see a 70-30 back split.
Ooh, that's actually what I had it to.
I had a 70-30 back split. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here's some real analysis for you. And I will also say it could slightly change if Le'Veon picks it up. But do I honestly, in my heart of hearts, think that is going to happen? No. Do I think in deeper leagues he is a decent flex? Yes. I think he will be absolutely utilized in the red zone. You agree with me on that? He is a red zone guy. He's a guy that I can see Patrick loving to throw to in the red zone as well. I think he's a spot start guy at best. He's a utility player. He's here for a ring. He sees it, the careers. He sees the pretty lights. He sees the pearly gates. And he's ready to take one before he goes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
what do you have to say?
Nothing.
You have nothing to say with all that.
I'm about to say something. I'm agreeing with you in the sense of he could be like a Jordan Howard in the beginning of the year where
No. See, shut up. Shut up. Because you're trying to wiggle out of this. Say it.
I'm not going to say
I gave you, why?
Why would I say something I didn't say? What did I say?
You said he does not want to win. I don't think he'll go to the Chiefs. What happened literally 8 hours later?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's an apology.
We'll
move on. I am shocked. I am surprised. I am so proud of you.
I hate it.
You're going to have half your man card back.
No, it's not.
Good job.
Because I'm going to tell you why. Because, this dude took the easy road out. He went to go to Super Bowl. Whatever. I hope it's Steelers-Chiefs at some point in the playoffs. If it is, whatever. Point of the matter is, we're not saying drop Le'Veon Bell. We're not saying trade CEH. See what happens this week. See what happens next week. Give it 2 weeks. You could play Le'Veon. You could play CEH. But do not.
I'd almost feel comfortable if you're desperate enough. Some leagues, you can play them both.
You can play both. It's
play
could be a situation.
Yeah.
Can you play? Okay, let me ask you. Could you play Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods?
Depending on the week.
No, but that's the scenario.
You could, yes. I would say definitely. And if you feel pretty good week one, and you played both in week one, you could.
Better analogy.
Yeah, please find me something better. I don't feel
Calvin
comfortable
Ridley
saying
and
that.
Julio Jones, both healthy.
Yes.
Bingo.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. I know running back is a different position, obviously, but if one guy gets you all the yards and then your flex gets all your touchdowns,
it's like, can I play Tyreek and Travis Kelce? Yes.
Bingo. That's it.
Can I play all 4 of those Chiefs? Yes.
Literally, if you play Patrick Mahomes,
Travis Kelce,
CEH, Le'Veon Bell, Tyreek Hill, you could probably play
Travis Kelce, and
Mecole Hardman in defense.
Why not?
Harrison Butker. Fuck it.
Why not?
He's a 500 team.
You're right. It really is. You're probably averaging 100 points a week.
Jeez. All right.
Injuries all noon. We have injuries all fall. Injuries more. Injuries of people who ball.
Jesus. So
this my home of the week.
This is
that is the first and last time on that segment.
This is a heavy heart kind of thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of heavy heart this week.
Devin Bush, I'm a Steelers fan, obviously. He was the guy we drafted to become that kind of Shazier guy. He tore his ACL.
I can apologize to you for picking the Browns.
There you go.
Terrible pick.
Told you. It's just,
Regret it.
It's like literally like little brother lifted weights all off season, right? And big brother didn't do shit, but big brother has that big brother strength, and like little brother thinks he can beat the shit out of him. Big brother just fucked him, like just literally beat the shit out of him.
Big Ben with his fat, rapey palms.
See, why do you do that?
You said I could put in the fat. You said why don't you do something
You
new?
just say fat.
No rapey.
No, you can't do the rape. If you're gonna
Whatever. Like I texted you. Like I've been telling you,
with him. You
he's
can
a
tell him
family
he's
man, so now he's
You
okay.
can say he's obese.
Whatever. The people have been saying it for
Oh my
years.
God.
So
So I
I
can say rapey, but I can't say Lamar can't throw a ball because clearly it's true.
For the last 2 weeks, it doesn't look like he can.
Okay.
But he has evidence that he can.
Even. You can
Hey,
say rapey.
you know what? Big men. Thank you. Big men admit big things and face the franchise. I think we're growing up. What do you think? I think
Fuck this.
I think.
You're agreeing with me on the Chiefs thing. Now you're agreeing with me with Lamar shit. Fuck you.
We're growing up.
Fuck you. After all the headaches I've had with the Lamar shit, now you're taking.
All I said. Listen, and you know what? Since we're already getting off the rails, we're getting off
Hold on,
track.
let me just finish the injuries and then we'll start. Devin Bush out for the season.
Fine.
Taylor Wong out for the season. Big players for a big game this week. Now continue with your bullshit.
Well, fantasy impacts is well that I also want to say, and then I will go ahead with my great analysis rant. And again, once I my ESPN audition tape. But before I do that, Joe Mixon out, great impact. I think especially when you're starting to gear up. Don't trust Giovanni Bernard in fantasy. Sorry, he's touchdown dependent. Miles Sanders out. I would also say, don't care what people say. Don't trust Boston Scott either. Then you have Zach Ertz, hasn't even been there anyway. Jonnu gone. Mark Ingram gone. Devontae Parker out for at least this week. Raheem Mostert gone. So, I mean, Deontay Johnson looking like hopefully he'll come back because that's been an injury for a while. We're looking at a potential return of Christian McCaffrey, maybe some Noah Fant. Hopefully we're looking more like week 8. Dalvin Cook, another 2 to 3 weeks. So just some updates everywhere for you, dude. And as you know, Chubb still 4 to 6 weeks. Anybody else I'm missing out here fantasy-wise for you? Maybe Goddard.
One guy just happened to. I mean, like I know kickers aren't like you should start. You should know about kickers still because some players have kickers. Joe Slay from the Panthers just got on the COVID list. He doesn't have COVID, just close contact.
Corey Davis returning off the COVID list.
There you go. Big top players make big time plays.
So
continue
so
on
let
your
me-
stupid rant.
Let me address with this my genius rant of the week. Well, here's a couple things, okay? You look back, you will not deny this, and you can't deny this yourself. Did he not look good throwing the deep ball last year?
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
Against what teams?
Answer the question.
Against what teams? No.
Could he throw a deep ball last year? Answer the question.
Teams.
Yes or no?
Against good teams, he couldn't. Against good teams, he couldn't.
I would argue there were some teams.
Steelers, when he played the Steelers at Pittsburgh, couldn't do it. Titans, we saw the playoff game, couldn't do it. Chiefs, couldn't do it. Like, come on, man.
He can throw the deep ball. Okay, I don't care what you say. He's as evidence to throw the deep ball.
I can throw the deep ball, but accurately, no, he cannot.
He's shown evidence of that last year. Whatever's going on in his head
Anybody
right
can
now.
throw the ball.
Lamar
when
is
you're
in his
playing
head
the
right
Miami Dolphins.
Lamar is going through a little bit of a struggle. It's not a junior struggle, and and I mean here I haven't lost faith. Pharaoh, Nudie, Booty, Shapoody, and I promised myself I would never say this, but every time I leave the house, my dad, for whatever reason, calls you Shinopolis. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dad, that's now aired. He loves it, Dad. He loves it.
Mr. Dorian, you're allowed to call me whatever you want. You're the real OG, dog.
Hey, you know what? I will go ahead and I'll grant that as well. Dad, he likes Shinopolis. You heard it here first.
I mean, dude, when you have had as many nicknames as I have, it doesn't faze you.
Right. You're like, fine, sure, whatever.
Like, as long as it's not, like, racist or anything, I think it's fine.
It sounds more like just like a city name where they're like voting on it and they're like, no, let's go Indianapolis.
Exactly.
I don't know why the fuck we voted for Shinopolis.
Definitely Shinopolis was definitely before Indianapolis, and they're like, maybe we don't want to be made fun of for years.
Yeah, listen, it kind of sounds like maybe what you would call a Jewish sheep. It's okay. But, no, listen, I haven't lost faith in Lamar is the main point here. I still, obviously, yes, he looks half running back out there. He's reverting back to what he knows. Lamar, study your tape. Have an Aaron Rodgers moment. See what you were doing wrong. Really go, get close, maybe do a little meditation, clear the head. I haven't lost faith. All I'm saying is I haven't lost faith in Lamar yet because no, it's not. Because no, don't you fucking steal that. Don't you start going in that direction. Because at the end of the day, he's shown us he can throw. I'm just gonna ignore that crap because at the end of the day, he's shown us he can throw. He has the potential of it. You just need to get out of your head. You need to get the yips going and kick it. That's it.
Yips. We're gonna talk yips now. Joey, listen. I'm
throwing right now. He's a little yippy.
This was not.
People have come back from the yips.
Dog, I'm sorry. You gotta.
This is not off today's show.
You gotta get off the Ferris wheel. You're on a fucking Ferris wheel. Get off.
A lot of career left.
Oh my god.
A lot of career left.
Listen. We'll talk about this
later
today because clearly I don't know what to say to you. So what happens? Okay, listen. I'm not saying the Steelers are gonna beat the Ravens, but when the Steelers play the Ravens, and hypothetically the Steelers beat the Ravens, and Lamar he has 160 passing yards.
By the way, this was not planned. You already kind of said no. Another bet right now.
No.
Why won't you take it?
No.
I'll give you a 7
I don't
spread.
bet on the Steelers. I told you that.
7 spread.
I don't bet on the Steelers.
7 spread.
No, I don't bet on the Steelers. I already have enough fucking blood pressure problems as it is. I'm over here looking like a goddamn.
I will
box
give you
getting squeezed.
8. I'll give you 8.
Dude, no. I'm serious. You can
8
give me
is
20. You can give me 20. I'm not gonna do it. I just don't bet on the Steelers.
I'll give you 10.
I don't bet on the Steelers.
All right, let's move on.
Jesus Christ.
All I will say is, I got the Ravens in this game, and I will say I don't think Lamar has his best passing game here. I don't think his passing from last year, which he looked fantastic last year. Returned 4,000 passing yards last year, dude. If you can throw, you don't throw for 4,000 yards.
I feel it.
Or if you can't throw, you don't throw for 4,000.
I feel it. I got it.
Okay. So telling me he did not look good throwing the ball last year. Look me in the eyes and tell me that.
He looked fine. Again, everybody looks great with the schedule that they had, dude. Like Jets and Dolphins and the Browns and the Bengals. Like, come on, man.
Listen, I'm not gonna look at the schedule right now. I'm gonna move it.
Look at the schedule. Okay, let's move on.
I'm
because
move
we have a big topic to talk about. I think it's bigger than this Lamar shit.
All I will say is I'm not worried. Let's just put it on the final belt. Not worried about him. I think he's a little yippy right now.
Because I have one more thing
He
to
will
say.
come back and show that he can't throw like last year.
If you have Melvin Gordon, please monitor his thing. He's still up for suspension, maybe fine. We don't know yet. Just be careful with that. Now on to the biggest news probably of the week.
Sure.
Of probably the season, to be honest. I mean, like, dude, like, I don't know what Fitzpatrick has to do to get his respect around here. Man throws for 1,200 yards.
Well, real quick, let's go COVID protocols and then that, if you don't mind.
Oh, sorry.
I want to get
Sorry,
COVID protocols as well.
So COVID protocols, as you heard when I talked about Sly. Sly is on COVID-19, kind of reserved. Now they're getting really, really into this. I am very impressed by the NFL after the whole Titans thing. Not to blame the Titans. Everybody chill the fuck out. But, like...
No one talking, by the way, how sneaky Saban was this week? Is no one
Saban, dude.
Saban is straight Mafia connections continue to be confirmed.
I am 100% sure. You know
this dude did 3 tests 3 days in a row, 24 hours apart, and then miraculously was good to go.
Are you like...
Yeah, I'm fucking right.
I know you're not like a big superhero guy. I know you're not. So...
Not really.
So,
I enjoyed the Marvel movies. Dark Knight is the greatest superhero movie of all time. Heath Ledger, greatest performance of anyone in the actress all time.
Right here.
Yeah.
But there is a superhero in the Marvel universe named Ghost Rider who...
Don't know, not familiar.
Okay, so he saw...
Damn, I didn't know you were a big fan.
Oh, huge fan of comic books.
You're fans of like the B, C superheroes.
Oh, I'm a fan of everybody.
Fucking love it.
I love
Beautiful,
it.
man.
I love it. I watch every single superhero movie. Work bad, good, don't matter. So
why do you always have to like pull out your cock and like be like I have a huge direct on for superheroes right now? It's making me very
no, because I'm trying to
tell you,
cock
back in your pants.
You keep doing this bit, but Ghost Rider basically he signed his he gave his soul to the devil, became like his pimp, all this shit.
Shit.
To help.
That's kind of cool background.
So to save his dad's life from cancer or whatever. At the end of the day, his dad died because of a car accident or some shit. Now he becomes a Ghost Rider and steals all his soul. Nick Saban is Ghost Rider. He sold his soul to the devil, and he's like, I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna collect souls, but the souls will be national championships.
What was the like '80s TV show? Was that Ghost Rider?
What do you mean?
There's like an 80s TV show, or it's like a car.
Oh no, that's Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
You're
Okay.
thinking of Knight Rider.
Okay.
That's not even a superhero. That was just some cuck thing that they did with David Hasselhoff.
They just cucked it up.
Because dude, that's like
Dude, that is your
sex sells.
word of the month, by the
Dude,
way.
I love saying the word cuck because there's nothing worse being called than a cuck. Maybe simp.
I'd say simp.
But
Outdates it.
You're basically
Because
saying
with
like,
cuck, at least you acquired a woman. Simp, you're just kind of being a simp for a woman.
You're being a woman.
You go get the flowers, you get the laundry, you pick her up from the airport, you don't get
other
laid.
dudes, fuck your wife, girlfriend, whatever. You're a cuck. That's like that's the ultimate insult. Like, dude, I watched your wife. You like, we know you like watching your wife getting plowed.
I'm gonna get us refocused because we can literally do the cuck simp debate. We can make a whole podcast out of that, and we are already off the rails. I gotta be out of here by 12:30, fans. So well, a little after it can work, dude. You got an interview here at 12:45, so I'm gonna try to keep us on the rails as much as possible here. And I mean, so one, I agree, totally agree with that Ghost Rider analogy. Even though I don't know him, may pick up the comic book. He is 100% the Ghost Rider. He's 100%. He's like death. He's literally the cloak, the fucking axe, it all, and just rides on by. Nothing affects him. He's probably been dead since he became the coach of Alabama. He's good to go. The fact he even had a false positive is beyond me.
No, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense.
100% was a super spreader on that game on Saturday night against Georgia. Anywho, moving on, the new policy officially here from the NFL on COVID protocol is starting Saturday, NFL free agents, this is from Tom Pelissero, NFL free agents and players acquired from other teams will have the clock start on their 6-day COVID-19 entry. Levon is a good example. Testing, probably the only example really so far, process the day they arrive, even if they're not tested day one. Still long, but a little bit faster to backfill rosters from a memo today.
Yep.
So, Nude, how are you feeling about this? You care about this? What do you think? Is it the right thing?
Like, let's be honest. So I was watching the World Series last night, and I was like, well, they got to where they needed to be. They finished everything, whatever. The NFL is basically following their protocols because they had the same problem with the Miami Marlins. One team had a huge outbreak, and then after that it was small things like a coach or a scout or whatever. The NFL is having the same problem.
They were the Titans of baseball.
Yeah, so the Titans had a problem, and they didn't break protocol apparently. So, shit.
They're not getting punished for breaking protocol.
No,
they're not getting punished for breaking protocol.
Apparently they didn't break it. I don't know.
They're not getting punished
for
breaking protocol.
Let's fast forward to now where we have these new protocols that will mitigate those spreadings and like make sure everybody's intact so we can finish the season.
Yeah.
So this shows that I'm very on board now. I know I'm switching my position, that it will finish on time. And it will finish with a Super Bowl champion. And it will finish in an empty stadium.
I mean, so you're now saying, you're going back on what you originally said, you're saying, boom, they're now handling it correctly, we're going to make it through what we originally said was this week or next. This week or next, right?
Yeah.
So, listen, I'm still in the camp. I disagree with you a little bit on this. We won't get too into it. I still say season doesn't make it through. But as you guys know, I am the paranoid, I am the earth is crumbling type of guy. I am the cry book type of guy. So whatever you want to say, but I just still don't see it. States are still reporting highest cases, but who knows with Roger Goodell at the helm, we could get that good old herd mentality that we're supposed to adapt to now, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll figure that out, but honestly I'm just
keep football going or we'll kidnap the governor.
No, if football doesn't keep... If football...
Oh, you didn't get that, did you?
No. Is that
You
something?
Yeah, there's a little something. From earlier in the week, some guys basically said open back up restaurants or we'll kidnap the governor of Michigan. How dare you? Was a big thing. They did not kidnap the governor. They were arrested. They basically just wanted the International House of Pancakes to be open.
This is you right now. This is a roller coaster ride. You're on a roller coaster ride of emotions.
I mean, not pretty even keel. I'm just saying. Pretty even keel. I'm just saying.
I don't know what to say.
If the NFL season doesn't shut down,
the season won't.
The NFL season gets shut down. I'm kidnapping the governor.
You know why it doesn't get shut down? Because Tua is starting.
Because Tua is starting. There you go, baby.
Listen, I'm gonna let you say your stuff.
Yeah.
because I'll play both sides.
Well, this will get right into my surprise game of the week, so we'll just start there with her games of the week.
No, well, you want
Yeah,
to
this will. No, yeah, I want it to be a part.
Okay, so do your surprise.
So first of all, I was coming in, and I was gonna say, because I was on a whirlwind yesterday, Joe was doing his own thing, I was off the presser a little bit in terms of news dropping. It was announced yesterday that Tua is now quarterback, starting quarterback. I listened. Ryan Fitzy has been Fitzy, but Fitzy has been winning games. Fitzy has been winning games with this offense looking great, looking, in my opinion, along with the defense, who looks pretty damn good too, dude. They look pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good, man. And I'll tell you, I was going to come in and tell you, this is a wild card team.
Ooh.
I was going to come in and tell you, hot off the presser, hot steaming pilot take of the week.
Hot off the presser.
Was going to be a wild card team. I am now officially saying they are done. They are going to be what we thought we were. I thought they were going to come up the ranks, maybe even bypass the Bills too. Who knows with the way the Bills are playing, and Josh Allen looking like he also has a case of the yippies. I'll tell you right now, I love it if Tua wasn't starting. I absolutely fucking hate this. I am disgusted. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't see him. One, you got a guy that's been doing it for years. He has the Fitz magic going. I think he's more confident than he's ever played. Listen, yes, I get it, Joey. He's 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Okay, against 2 of the best defenses in the league, arguably, in the Seahawks and in the Patriots, at least up there. Listen, you can make what you want about the Seahawks. That defense is good now. I don't care what you said. That defense is good now. Okay. Finally, I'm gonna say this was a terrible move. I completely disagree with it. I don't see Tua really coming in and continuing to win games like Fitzpatrick has. Those 5 interceptions, both from the Patriots and the Seahawks. Besides that, he has been balling.
All right. Well, so I'm gonna play both sides. So the first side.
Near 1,000 yards passing.
That's what I was gonna say. So here's what somebody said on the luxurious ESPN fucking networks of sports.
The what?
The luxurious ESPN fucking sports, whatever.
What's that?
I don't know, some bullshit network.
Never heard of it.
You could. Fuck them.
They're probably not anything as good as Face of the Franchise.
Exactly. So, they basically said this. They said Fitzpatrick is on a 1-year contract. There was no preseason. Tua got into the Jets game, threw a couple passes, whatever, brings you mobility. The upside is obviously better than Fitzpatrick. You want to see what you invest in. If you believe in that you could still win the division, you can always go back to Fitzpatrick. Nobody will say anything, blah, blah, blah. However, I'm on the other side. I'm with you. This does not make sense due to the fact that the Bills will be on my list of disappointing teams and surprise, whatever, later on. But the Bills lost. The Patriots lost. Guess who's second in that division and 1 game out of the first place in the AFC East?
The Miami Cocaine Dolphins.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick, like you said, only threw 2 interceptions. He's thrown 12 touchdowns and has over 1,500 yards. 1,200 yards, my bad. The guy is a beast. The guy is a gamer. The guy has stuff he needs to do. Now, think about it this way. They have a bye this week. And if their opponent was so lackluster, I would say, yeah, cool. Tua makes sense.
Did you say 12 touchdowns?
Is it 12?
He's thrown 4 touchdowns. He's thrown 4 touchdown passes so far this season. That's what I say. 4 touchdown passes. I'm looking right at the stats right now.
He has thrown 12 touchdowns. Or 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdown passes this season.
No fucking way.
Yes, sir.
Alright, hold on one second. Sorry, Face of the Franchise. This is the moment where I'm just like...
10 touchdown passes this season. 7 interceptions. Okay.
You son of a bitch. 1,500 yards, that's right. Damn. Alright.
Google's fucking up the stats. I need to dig a little deeper here.
I think it was like 1 game he threw 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, so let me backtrack on that a little bit, just to what I was saying. He's those interceptions mostly still have been against the Patriots and Seahawks defense. Thrown 10 touchdowns. He's looked great. 1,500 yards is, I believe that's 12th in the league in passing, but still he's looked fantastic.
True. So, going back to that point.
Fuck you, Google. What the fuck were they showing me there?
That's also another thing. If you have a chance to win, why aren't you going to try to win? Like, why aren't you going to try to save your job, Brian Flores? I mean, he's not going anywhere. They're 3-3. The defense looks great, like you said. I know they just played the Jets. But also, you're gonna put a young kid against Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald who's racking sacks left and right against you're like that doesn't make sense to me. Like it makes sense if you're playing like the Jets again, or you're playing the Cincinnati Bengals, like something that like can help the kid like actually do things. But you're going against Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey, and they're kind of like pretty good. They're pretty good. Like they're ranked top 10 right now. The Rams defense all across the board. So it's like, why are you gonna do that? It does not make sense. But again, listen, I'm not a coach. I don't know what they're thinking. Obviously, they want to see what they invested in with a fifth overall pick. I'm with you. It should be Fitzpatrick until further notice, until they start losing. But damn.
Yeah, I agree. And again, fuck you, Google. You fucked me out there a little bit, but you guys get the overall point.
You are.
I will literally send you the picture, bro. Where Google, I'm looking at it right now, and we can post it on Face the Franchise if you need to on our Instagram. It literally says 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Look it up right now. Type in Ryan Fitzpatrick stats, and you'll see it comes up. I don't know why the hell they were doing that. It looked like it was just for the first 4 games of the season, and I should have dug a little deeper. Hadn't had my morning coffee. We're doing it early for Lil Joe here, but no, he's been looking great. I thought that didn't make sense, but yeah, this is absolutely just makes no. It's just the dumbest move you could possibly do when you guys are actually finally winning games. And yeah, like Nude said, you're starting it against a pretty difficult defense, and you're just going to mentally cripple this man Tua, and you're going to be, unfortunately, what you always are. And that is heartbreaking, as I was getting excited about the Miami cocaine Dolphins here.
Exactly. So that's kind of crazy. But
did you see what I was talking about?
What?
On Google?
Dude, I saw it. I know what you did.
Yeah.
I know what you did. Don't keep bringing up Google.
It pissed me off. Fuck Google. Google, fuck you.
Chill out.
Google, we don't want your sponsor. You are demons. You are the devil. You track us.
I know what you did. Chill out.
It's on Google.
Balloon boy.
Wow, I mean, first of all, we're not stealing bits here, and if anybody is Balloon Boy, I'm looking at his balloon ass cheeks.
I'm the
right
one who
here.
said 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns. You're over there saying 4.
Okay, first of all, I'm normally stats guy. Last year, I was very correct on almost every single stat. I fuck up one time. Mistakes happen.
One time?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Give me other examples.
All right, bro.
I am normally stats guy. I mean, in terms of stats, I'm almost never incorrect.
So that was your surprise.
With your big balloon
Did
cheeks.
you do your surprise game? You want me to do my surprise game?
I mean, listen. First of all, I need you to stop stealing bits from other shows. That's not.
All right, then fine. I'll keep going with Carnival. Here we go.
That's still kind of stealing the same bit.
Ferris wheel. Hey,
Yeah.
there's Joey up there.
If you have evidence for it, it'd be funny if you had evidence over it. Because who's leading in picks?
Who's leading by 1, dude?
Who's leading in
I
picks?
have never seen somebody suck.
Who has to correct you on names all the time? Last
Okay.
week you said that Christian McCaffrey was coming back after a bye. Their bye's week 12. That made no sense.
I never said
you
that.
You did that. You can go back. I actually listen to the show every week.
Such a liar.
I swear to God, we can go back
I
and
said
listen
there
to
was a chance. Oh my God. If Mike Davis still keeps doing what he's doing, why would you waste
If anyone is the balloon
Right.
boy, the carnival guy,
You are
the
over
flute player on the unicycle, it is you, my friend.
Woo. There goes the carrot. Here we go.
Constantly
Upside down,
incorrect.
upside down.
Constantly pulling stats out my ass.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
Google boned me one time.
So your surprise game was the Dolphins. Huh?
We are fucking off the rails today. We are off track. We are on the roller coaster.
Surprise.
And it is somehow hovering into Mars.
So surprise. Your surprise is
That was my surprise.
okay. So
That was
my
my
surprise is usually my disappointment, the Atlanta Falcons. You guys have proven me wrong. You guys have finally done the impossible. You have won a game by murderous fashion. Who would have thought that getting Julio Jones would make that offense better? What an idiot. Anyways, but Raheem Morris, thank you so much for making Matt Ryan good again. Julio, you're back. You look like the elite Julio we know. Calvin Ridley, who would have thought he would be better with
Are you a believer again?
No, I'm not a believer. I'm just saying, like, it's good.
You're sounding like a believer.
I like their offense. I've always liked their offense. There was a dude who was on the sideline that was holding him back.
By the way, all I can see now is balloons on your cheeks.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Puffing up balloons.
I'm over here. Joey's up here. Let's go. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep running it. Here we go. So, but the Falcons.
I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you get your confidence up a little bit.
Shut the fuck up with you. Stay up there. Falcons are back in the sense of their offense is elite again. You guys can start Matt Ryan confidently. You can start Julio confidently. You can start Hayden Hurst confidently. You can start Ridley confidently. You can even start Gurley confidently. Their offense is back. Their defense still kind of shitty, but that's kind of, we knew that. Like, that was kind of a...
Hey, they played 60 minutes. And you know what, dude?
Congratulations. And you won it. You won the game. You didn't lose it.
Right. I was pretty damn impressed for sure. Falcons are all the way back. Congratulations. I can't wait for you guys to blow a 20-point lead next week, but for now, ride it high, feel good. With that being said, speaking of disappointing teams so far, that team is still definitely a disappointing team that let me down this week, dude. I said they were going to be 16-0. I said there was no stopping them. I watched that game in full. I watched, as I do almost every game, but then I rewatched that game. I rewatched that game, then I watched the highlights of that game, and like a mad scientist, I was trying to understand where I went wrong, what potions I didn't put correctly together. I obviously mixed the hydrochlorics with the explodiers or dirts, that's official science talk, and bang, boom, it blew up in my face. We have now a 5-1 Packers team, or 4-1 Packers team. Aaron Rodgers. Listen, do you all have bad games?
Exactly. RELAX.
Despite the Buccaneers' best defensive player banging out, I was incorrect as it comes to 16-0, but I'm not worried about the Packers. It was definitely disappointing. I expected a little better. They looked good for the first quarter, and then were literally shut down the next 3 quarters. So, I mean, that speaks more to a Bucs defense that was able to adjust without their best player on the field. So I was pretty damn impressed by the Bucs, but you broke my heart, Packers.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Let's hit it with them. RELAX. Relax.
Relax. All caps. Relax.
Yeah. I mean, you lost to a good team. Packers are still fine. Like, they're not going to go undefeated, sorry, Joe, but they're still good.
I mean, I'm kind of accepted that at this point.
So, now, to my disappointing team, all I heard.
Mm-hmm. What you hear? Let's
That's
go
not
through
worth
those
the money.
years. And then write out, because you can't process much.
Shut the here we go again.
This is just the show where we're at each other's necks. We haven't, I think we've been a little,
circus.
We've been a little too kind
I'm my
recently.
personal fucking carnival.
You know what? I'm the ringleader. That is fine. I will be the
No,
ringleader.
you're the fucking
I am the
ringleader.
Barnum Bailey's, and I am leading us across the country
You
to
are
safe pastures.
the bearded lady. You are the bearded lady. You would not shut the fuck up.
With a big old dick.
I mean, the bearded lady might have a big old dick. All right, but
She usually does.
all I heard, Dak's not worth the money. Dak isn't it. Dak this, Dak that, Dak. We have Andy Dalton.
Deuce.
Andy Dalton will be fine. The offense won't flutter. The offense will be perfectly fine. In the NFC East, we can still win it. Blah blah blah. People forget two things. The defense is worse than any defense I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure they're ranked 32nd in the league in every category ever, man to man.
There.
Julio,
Bottom of the barrel.
DeAndre Hopkins and Kenyon Drake had their career games against them. Kyler Murray basically didn't have to do jack. By the way, shout out Buda Baker. You are in our top 5 of safeties.
100%.
Dude is a monster.
On a different level, you officially for me this weekend entered it 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Fucking terrifying, Buddha. You looked. I mean, he was in on every play.
He was in on every play.
Every single play.
Every play. But guess what?
It was a sag, forced fumble or fumble recovery, almost pick 6.
When you make Zeke look like that, by the way, Zeke, you are a disappointment. You are.
He should honestly be your disappointment.
He's the encapsulating disappointment of
Right.
this offense.
Right.
Because Andy Dalton was paid all this money to be a quarterback, to come in, not miss a beat, blah blah blah. Now you look at him, guess what you have? You have Cincinnati Andy Dalton, who can't win on primetime, who can't win shit. You have Mike McCarthy over there looking like Jason Garrett. You have Mike McCarthy telling everybody in the media, we prepared. They said this was our best prepared game of the season. I want to see the worst. If that was the best, I want to see the worst. Because you lost by 28 points. You gave Kenyon Drake and fantasy owners fucking a hard-on because they probably won with that 80-yard touchdown or whatever. Credit to Kenyon Drake not stopping. He just kept going. Thought he was going to do the LaShawn McCoy. Like, I'll sit down and then we'll kneel it. No, this man said, fuck you. He said, I'm going in. And then...
I'm getting my points. I'm making my owners happy.
Exactly. Dak Prescott...
Keep me around.
If they don't give Dak Prescott what he wants after this, I want to hear it anymore. I do not want to hear it. People are telling me 35 million, 35. No, dude. He wants 40. You can't run this offense without him. I understand you have to pay some people on the offensive line. You got to pay some people this, that, and the third. But when you have a good quarterback, who I think Dak Prescott is, don't play this Russian roulette of Andy Dalton or fucking Jameis or fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick coming. By the way, big rumor. That's why Ryan Fitzpatrick got benched, because they think they're going to trade for him. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fuck out of here. Cowboy state. Here's the Cowboy state of emergency.
Is Sam Darnold going anywhere yet?
Nah, he's probably gonna. Big rumor that he's going to the Colts.
I've heard Pats too. You said that last week, but
I'm calling the Colts, but not now. I'm probably saying off season. Here's the headline:
I'm
Dallas Cowboys suck penis. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to this. I've been on this boat from the jump. Listen, guys, I don't want to hear you're not allowed to hype your team anymore. Newt, I'm going to the camera. You're not allowed to hype your team anymore.
Rage King.
You're not allowed to do it, period. I'm not even going on a big rant here. It is simply, I am tired of it. Everyone is tired of hearing it. You have a terrible team. You're in the NFC East. You guys are fucking a disgrace to football right now. And even with Dak, you guys were still a disgrace to football.
It sucks. It sucks.
Period. Moving the fuck on. Moving right the fuck on to my disappointment of the week. Oh wait, already did. It was the Packers. I'm going to go to caught my eye, and it was almost still like a disappointment, dude. Not a touchdown. Not a touchdown in this Broncos and Pats game. Thank God I didn't watch it. I was flipping back between one of the worst football games I've seen in a very, very long time, with the Washington football team maybe to be termed later date, but probably not. And of course, the Ravens game. But I was pretty pretty thankful that I didn't have to observe that by any means, as that was definitely the snooze fest, take your power nap game of the week last week. It was just a goddamn shame. Cam, I mean, it was clear Cam was affected with being out for those 2 weeks from what I saw when I did watch the highlights of the game. Broncos defense? Dude?
Broncos defense.
We haven't really said it.
They still got the horses, even though Von Miller's not there. I told you.
Yeah, you did say that. I will definitely give that cap to you, as we started off very nice and peaceful this show. I thought we were going up. That clearly went right out the window real quick.
Right out the window.
Yeah, but with that being said, you did call that one, and I just... Are we worried about this Pats team? I will say I am. I am 100% worried. Remember what we said? Remember what I said in the offseason? NFC East. Just like the NFC East, we are going to be saying it about this division, and I think definitely by the end of the season I will be proven correct. When you're talking about the Miami Cocaine Dolphins, who are going to start a rookie quarterback next week, still have an outside shot without Fitzpatrick to make the playoffs, in my opinion. Still very dark horse. If you want to put a little money on that, why not? But this is an awful division. Jets, we clearly know, are the worst team, and they're not even a team. And then you have the Bills, who, I don't know, dude. Are they a little bit of pretenders? I think so.
That's my game of the week.
And Pats, I simply, we'll let you get to it in a second here, but Pats, maybe, listen, go get Sam Darnold, see what you can do.
No, I mean, don't do that. I mean, I think the Patriots are fine. I think it was
get the middle school kid.
I think it was just a game where they just, I mean, their two best players, Cam and Stephon Gilmore, had COVID. They're coming back. Give them one more chance. But I will say this on my game of the week with the Chiefs and the Bills. So you go in at home, you play the team that's the reigning Super Bowl champs. You're supposed to be the next contender. You're supposed to be there with the Ravens and the Chiefs, the Steelers, the Titans, whoever you want to put up there, to be like in the fold. You lose to the Titans, fine. You lose to a good team, congratulations, it's fine. How do you bounce back? They look...
You dropped
terrible.
The fucking ball.
They looked terrible. Like it wasn't like they lost. Like the scoreboard says it was close, but the Chiefs were in the driver's seat the entire time.
Yeah.
You let Clyde Edwards-Helaire basically, firmly put his flag down to Le'Veon Bell and say, "I'm the lead back. I can get 162 rushing yards." Blah blah blah.
Didn't even need Patrick in this game.
Then Travis Kelce. And we were a big National Tight End Day podcast. Travis Kelce, Kittle, all y'all, thank you. But Travis Kelce assured himself as the #1 tight end of all, probably this season, next season, the season after that.
I mean, I think we already do.
Yeah.
Blackest man alive.
Exactly. Patrick Mahomes running around like a freaking banshee, just going, I'm going to go out. Nope. I'm going back in. First down. The defense was supposed to be their bread and butter. Nothing. Didn't do well. Their offense, Josh Allen looked inaccurate. Josh Allen led Diggs into the goalpost. If Diggs tried to catch that ball, he would have got knocked out. Like, knocked out. Josh Allen, I'm pretty sure he's a fraud. I'm going to say it right now. I'm pretty sure he's a fraud.
It's funny, can I just say, we
were on him.
We got to admit that. Again, we're growing up. The podcast is growing up.
And I'm sorry for saying it. I'm sorry. The Bills might be fraud. AKA why I don't understand the Tua move, because it showed that like the Bills are going to play the Steelers, they're going to play the Colts, they're going to play all these teams and lose. Probably lose. Like they're probably going to lose. And like the Patriots have a shot. The Dolphins had a shot. Now I don't know about the Dolphins, but the Patriots, that's why I understand your surprise, because it happens. Like they're 2-3 for the first time in like 2002.
Right.
So it's like,
and you lose to a 1-5.
Exactly. So everybody has a hiccup game, but I don't think the Bills are on a hiccup streak. They are in a streak where I think they can. They're this team. We're gonna beat on bad teams. Josh Allen's gonna look great, but when it comes to the contenders, we're gonna get shut on. AKA, sorry, Cleveland Browns.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give it a Lamar shout out again.
No, Lamar. Okay, listen. As a whole, the Ravens team is good.
That defense is fucking.
The defense is top 3.
Whatever happened against the Chiefs, erase that, and they're the best defense.
But it might be a situation.
You erase that game, they're best defense.
It might be a situation now. The defense needs to like do more than they did last year because what I said.
Listen, so let me address the Josh Allen thing. Because I disagree with you. He faced probably the 2 best teams in football right now.
Oh, you're talking Titans best team in football? Okay, I'll say 2 of the best, not 2 of the best.
Probably the 2 best teams in football right now.
No, Chiefs.
Maybe the Seahawks.
Chiefs and Seahawks.
Listen, Titans invade. I am absolutely in love with Vrabel. He is in his coaching prime. He literally drafts a perfect game plan
Chiefs,
every
Seahawks,
single time.
Green Bay, Ravens, Packers, Titans.
The Shinopolis power rankings of the week. I'm going to go ahead and if I had to give you a quick power ranking, which I absolutely will, do the Stu Finder off the top of my head, I would say right now, Seahawks, Titans.
Wow.
Sorry, Chiefs have a loss. Chiefs have a loss. Chiefs have a loss. Chiefs, Packers, still Packers for me, and somewhere in there is a tie. It's got to be the Bucks. I'm climbing right on up.
Jeez.
But listen, Bill, I'm not worried about the Bills. I know I just spent half the show shitting on them. I know what I said about Josh Allen being a little yippy like Lamar. We definitely both did. But because of what I've been saying about their division the whole show, dude, is why I still think they're a playoff team. Why I'm not worried. Josh Allen is still a good quarterback. He's still, listen, a guy that is coming into his own. He's still developing. I still think he is he's still top 10 quarterback in the league, if you ask me right now. I don't like what I've seen in the last 2 performances, and for me, it's going to really be next week whether I'm ready to be with you, apologize for being on and off the Bills and on and off the Bills, and officially be off the Bills, but right now, I'm still going to ride with you strong. I'm still going to believe. And I feel like at this point, though, Newt, I have a little bit of Drake fandom. I have the Drake curse for sure. And anytime I get on a team, a.k.a. the Packers, they're going to go ahead and take an L. I'm a cancer. I'm a super spreader. Sorry, Bill. It's going to be for both of us. It's got to be for both of us, confirming whether I'm cursed and you're cursed, or we're proving all the doubters wrong.
Well, go ahead, Bills. So, now to our favorite segment of the week.
This show's just been it's been a ridiculous show.
It's now on the show now is on the fair.
We are, you know what, I've been avoiding agreeing with you, but 100%, we are at the circus, we are having a great time. I hope you guys are having fun at the circus.
This is fucking Barnes and Bailey or whatever. So, our favorite segment.
Jackass Joe and Silly Goose Pharaoh. I gotta work on your name for that. But our picks up of the week, our fantasy pickups of the week, which we have been on fire with, Newt. We have been on fire with, so maybe we'll go to the museum, we'll get a little bit classy, we'll have a glass of wine, and we'll calm down and get back on the rails here a little bit. And I'll start with my 2. I said Teddy last week. Listen, I know it wasn't the best week for him at all, but I went ahead and ride him this week. That dick does not chill out whatsoever. He's going to come back, come strong for you. If he's not available, is he only still available in 50% of leagues? I like Derek Carr this week. I like Derek Carr. Listen, tough matchup coming in for Derek Carr this week. I understand that, but they've been playing beautiful against defenses. Yes, he's seen the Buccaneers who just picked six Aaron Rodgers for the first time since he was born. I understand that. But Chiefs put 40 points up. Okay. Listen, Titans wasn't the best game, but he had a decent game. That was a blowout, or that was a high-scoring shootout game. He does well against good defenses. Derek Carr has a chip on his shoulder that you can't disagree with.
He has Ruggs and all those weapons.
He has some great weapons. He has the Walrus. He has Ruggsy. He has Hunter Winfrey when he wants to show up. So I'm feeling pretty good. I don't think the Raiders win this game, but I feel pretty good about Derek Carr at least getting you 20 points this week.
So
if you need a spot start.
My pickup might be picked up, but hey, give it a shot. Matthew Stafford, he might be dropped due to injuries, due to any of that stuff. He is playing the Atlanta Falcons. As we know, they bleed points. Even Kirk Cousins with 3 interceptions and 3 touchdowns had 25 points.
Yeah.
So go out there, see.
That pick still did work for me last week.
And just a side note, I know I said him last week, but Justin Herbert, obviously he was on a bye. Some people don't want to hold quarterbacks on bye. Please go see him. He is playing the Cardinals. He is playing. Shit, who are the Chargers playing? I just had them too. Fuck.
Un momento, please.
Fuck, I had it on my.
We are definitely the circus show today, man.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta give us credit, fans of you that have been with us for a while. We're normally on our shit. We normally do both know our stats pretty well, so do give us that.
Jaguars.
I got both our backs, dude.
So,
we need it. I think we need a little bit this show. Every show stumbles. Every show goes to the circus. That's why you listen to us half the time as well. But hey, normally you gotta give it to us, fans. We're normally pretty pinpoint, so we can fuck up a little bit.
So, and my running back is going to be Jermichael Hasty from the San Francisco 49ers. Look, Raheem Morris just went on IR. Tevin Coleman should not be ready to go this week. And McKinnon did not look good when he got the ball. And, Jeff Wilson.
He's done. He should be out the league.
Everybody said Jeff Wilson is still hurt, still coming back from an injury. And then, as well as Hasty's got 9 carries last week and had 36 yards. And Kyle Shanahan did say he brought juice to the team. So if you want to play this, again, roller coaster ride of a 49ers running back, he could be a good stash. Keep him on there. As well as I'm going to also say LaMichael Piron. I know Jets. But man, if he's the lead back, why not?
Yeah, I agree with that. I like that a lot. Even in Wilson as well is a good pickup. If you already went ahead and dropped him, I still see him getting in the mix if he is healthy and ready to go. I have McKissick here. I have a Washington football team and determine a later date, but probably not. Listen, he's clearly the most explosive back there. Antonio Gibson, you're definitely my disappointment pickup of the year so far. I know you've had 1 or 2 good games, but I'm not seeing the same kind of explosiveness from J.D. McKissick. J.D. McKissick, I thought you were absolute garbage can, but you're proving me wrong and wrong again. I like him this week. He's, I believe, about 29% of the league, or 14% of them, excuse me. And then, if not, the obvious pickup this week is Boston Scott. Although I said earlier on the show, I don't necessarily advise it. I don't really like it. But if you're in a tough spot, if you're Miles Sanders, then yeah, you're going to need it.
So my wide receivers this week, one might be picked up, but apparently he has not garnered the respect because he's still out there in a lot of leagues. One being T. Higgins. We know that A.J. Green had
back again, baby.
A.J. Green is A.J. Green. I mean, he had his career, I guess you could say, his season high last week. All this, people are like worried. This T. Higgins. T. Higgins has the rapport with Burrow. So get T. Higgins. And another guy to watch out for is Keenan Cole. Keenan Cole had 143 yards.
I said pick him up week 2 and 3, don't forget.
Yep. He had his career day. 143 yards. Minshew Magic will throw the ball crazily when they're down.
He has a clear favorite option.
So you go DJ Shark, it's probably him at 2, and Laviska Shenault at 3. So if you want to pick one of those guys up, Laviska or Keenan Cole, I would advise Keenan Cole first and then Laviska. Because Keenan Cole seems to be the number 2 out there, so why not?
So we're finally, besides myself, of course, done ignoring Keenan Cole.
Yeah, I'm done ignoring it. So
Fine,
if you
thank
have a bench spot,
I appreciate that.
if you have a bench spot, get Keaton Cole.
The circus is growing.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I like Cole Beasley a lot. Always going to sneak up in there. Got his first touchdown next week. I think that Josh Allen starts to go to him more, especially if Smoke continues to be out. He's supposed to be back this week. I think he was back last week, but wasn't really too much of a participant. Smoke is a guy that goes up and down. Beasley's a guy that's been a little bit more consistent for me. I think he's a good spot start this week. If he's not available, listen. Robinson from the Chiefs, man. I like Demarcus Robinson from the Chiefs a whole lot. He's finally starting to get his recognition, starting to get involved in this offense again. I think he gets a little more consistent again.
With no Sammy Watkins.
With no Sammy, deep start again, but I like him a whole lot.
Yeah. So for my tight end, I know people are going to be like, Michael, what are you doing? What's going on? Is everything okay? No. The tight end.
I'm worried.
The tight end landscape, it is awful. If you do not have these following tight ends, you are playing a guessing game. If you do not have Kelsey Kittle, Waller, Janu Smith,
Who is hurt?
who is hurt, if I'm missing Mark Andrews, that's it. After that, you're playing a guessing game. So congratulations, you are in that wheel of fortune. And here's one guy you could put in, Greg Olsen from the Seattle Seahawks. We're saying Russ is cooking. Greg Olsen is a longtime veteran. He was brought in for a reason. People are like, what about DK? What about Tyler Lockett? It's fine. If Russ is throwing 30 times a game, Greg Olsen won't goose you. That's all that you need to worry about. He won't Mike Gesicki you last week. So, yeah, congratulations. You are in the game of games of tight ends.
Yeah, I didn't like him last week in that spot. I kind of had a feeling. My biggest Gronk is back, man. Big Gronky is back. I think Gronk is going to continue to at least get 5 targets a game. I think he's finally back into that shape, back in the football shape he needs to be. And everyone wanted to write him off last week. Everyone wanted to write him off the week before. Listen, I'm ready to write him out, and he could be a guy that you feel comfortable starting going forward. Depending on how it plays, I want to say Gronk is all the way back, dude.
Gronk is back, baby. Now, for the greatest segment, the defense. So I'm gonna pick the Philadelphia Eagles. People are like, why? Well, I'll tell you why. I mean, outside of their injuries on offense, their defense still has one of the better defensive lines. They still have Darius Slay who can play. Danny Dimes likes to fumble, so why not? Just give it a shot. I mean, obviously, if
goes with my pick in the NFC East defense, even if they're playing each other.
I'm staying on par.
I love that, baby. I love that. I've got the Chiefs defense this week. I've got the Chiefs defense against a Broncos offense that won a game last week by kicking 5 field goals. I think the Chiefs honestly put them to less points this week. It's a great pickup if you need a spot start. And I as well like the Eagles, and I like the Packers as well in a bounce back this week. Reason being is they're going up against an absolutely putrid Texans offense. I say big revenge game, big bounce back game. Everyone wants to write them off. That's exactly why you should put them in.
Right. So now, for Joe's favorite segment of the week.
My true favorite segment of the week, even though as we all know, I'm sober these days, and I also was called out by a few of my fellow Face of the Franchise supporters. Joe, you can't be gambling. I went ahead. I've been off it for about a month now, and I've been hot. So this is the only chance where I get to live it. I get to live in the fantasy gambling corner, baby, where we now have agreed so we're doing over-unders, we're doing spread picks. We've agreed that if we push, so you do better in one, I do better in the other, what are we doing? Tell them.
So
for the show, for the fans, for you all.
We're gonna both do the fat liner. Right now, Joe is ahead of me.
At the Wing Factory, best wings in the whole state of Virginia. Probably the United States.
Went there yesterday. Perfect.
Went there on Sunday. Delicious, nutritious. Get it while you can.
Right now, Joe is ahead of me in the spreads, and I'm ahead of you with the over-under, or the other way around?
No, you had it right. Yeah, I'm ahead on the picks. You're ahead on over/under.
So I guess I know the points. He knows who's gonna win, but he did pick the Browns, which I will always hold towards him. So.
Which I did apologize.
I
did apologize.
I am one behind him in that, and he's one behind me in that. So it could end up in a tie. That's why we're saying this. But Joe, let's get to the games.
Wait.
No,
week 5.
No.
You don't want to talk about our picks?
Week 5.
Or week 6 picks?
Now, there you go. That's what I said now.
Okay. 5-5 for, because you beat me this week, although we both had, compared to last week, horrible weeks, and I had it on my spreadsheet, so week 5 picks, but yeah. So, 5-5 for Newt in week 6, and overall spread picks, not bad. I was 4-6, absolutely fucking putrid. Under 500 is putrid, always in my book. Newt 2-8, week 6 over-unders. Me 3-7. Week 6 over-unders.
Thanks for the points, guys.
Absolutely horrific. Yeah, thanks for the points. It was a big under week. Then here are totals 40 and 37 is Nude. Joe, 41 and 36 still. And then Nude, 39, 38, still above 500 on the over-unders. But me, and then me, under 500, 38 and 40. But Dude, I am officially going to put you away in the dust. As always, get your checkbooks out, call your bookie, get it ready, pay that first down payment on the house, pay for that new boat, pay for that beautiful new, what are some shoes the kids like, Nude?
Yeezys.
Air Jordans?
Yeezys.
Yeezys
are the new thing.
The presidential candidate Yeezys are released a limited drop. Check out his ad campaign. Trump 2020, or Kanye West 2020. Kanye West 2020. Yeah, no, we don't get political, but Kanye West 2020. Gambling Corner, sponsored by Kanye West 2020. Here we go. Thursday night football. New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles. As always, our dumpster fire game of the week. Sponsored by Dumpster Fires as well. +4, New York Giants. Over, under, 44. Dude, what you got? Who you like?
So, I have the Eagles to cover, and I have the under, because this game is just shitty as shit.
Same page, next game. Moving right along. Cleveland Browns.
Here we go.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Here we go.
In the barn burner of the week. I've got to say, +3 Bengals. Underdogs, obviously, over under 50.5. Give me the Bengals. You're going to work out for me this week. Give me the Bengal. You're doing it too?
Give me the Bengals.
Are you going over too?
Yep.
All right, we got to work this out, bro.
We're gonna tie. We're gonna end up tying. Right.
We're gonna both end up.
I know what game. I know 3 games that we're not on the same page.
Well, maybe.
Okay. Let's go.
But okay, so same page there. Over Bengals money line. Moving right along with.
Oh, you're doing money line.
I am doing money line. You're doing spread.
I'm doing spread.
You're saying they cover the +3 but don't win.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. There you go.
All right. Dallas Cowboys. Going to see the Washington football team, may be determined at a later date, but probably not. It is a pick 'em.
Wow, against the Cowboys, you all suck. So I'm picking the Washington football team. Pick 'em. Take 'em. Come on, baby. You know you want to.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick the over.
I'll pick the over.
Yeah, pick the over.
And
I'm going to pick the over.
And
Detroit Lions.
Say it. Just be on my team. Be on the team. This is your team. Why can't you pick your
Washington
team?
football team.
There you go. Thank you. Fuck the Dallas Cowboys.
You fucked me last week. Fucked me.
Come.
Kick the extra point. Get the extra point.
There it is.
What are the stats? The stats are quite simple. You had 0 chance. You had 40% chance with the team that you had. 20% chance making that 2-point conversion, and you fucking blow it. You had a 90% chance to make that fucking goddamn extra point, go in overtime, and maybe win the game, maybe do a draw, but at least you have less chance of losing. Tank for Trevor, but not here. We need at least 1 win to not be like the Lions from 2011, so let's go ahead, Washington football team. Detroit Lions coming to dirty ATL, where they came off fresh win. They're feeling good. They're on top of the world. They're not going to blow another game. Because they are favored now. -1.5. They're back to being favored again. Over 56.5. Looks like a Falcons over and under. Dude, who Who you got?
Do I do it? Do I pick them?
I think you want to. I mean, you know what? Hey, I did it.
You know what? I'm riding it. I'm
Ride
riding it. Give me the over, of course, but Falcons -2.5. Let's do it, baby. Dirty ATL. Let's go, baby.
I have it at -1.5. You had -2.
I had 2.5.
You had -2. I have -1.5.
Really? It got up then.
Okay.
I'm still picking them.
Okay. -2.5. All right. Moving right along. I'm gonna. Or wait, no, I did not pick. I'm gonna go ahead and here. I like the Lions at +110. I like the under.
Okay.
I like the Lions. I like the under. Go a little opposite there. There's one. Panthers and Saints. The first four were literally on the same page, I think. Pretty much. But Bills and Jets. Do we need to do this here? Bills and Jets.
Ugh.
-13.
Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills.
Taking points.
Yeah.
Me too. And over New Joe.
You know what? I'm just gonna say under for that because of you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do under.
Okay.
I'm gonna do under.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a toss up on that one for the over under anyways. So whatever.
All
I'm
right.
doing under.
All right, there you go. Thank you. Packers Texans. See, this board's kind of obvious this week too, dude. Packers Texans -3.5. That is. I mean, I guess Texans at home, and that is. Packers are being disrespected after last week. Obviously, take the Packers while people are low on them. Take the Packers low. Take the Packers low. I got -3.5. I got the under at 57 here.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna take an angry Aaron Rodgers any day. So -3.5, and I think the overheads, by just them scoring 40 points and then the Texans scoring like maybe
21,
Yeah.
just barely. Okay, all right. 3 points barely over there from Nude. Seahawks and Cardinals in a division rival matchup.
This is good. Over whatever, I don't care.
Over
Whatever.
56.
Whatever. Over.
Seahawks -3.5.
Over. Those defenses suck dick, and then Seahawks the points.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm ahead. I don't want to take anything to the balls. I don't want to take ball to the balls. And I don't want to eat those flatliners, even though every other wing from Buffalo Wing Factory is, of course, delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be on the same page as Nude here. Take the points for the Hawks. Take the points total. With that being said, we're going to move right along to the 49ers. And what you think about that?
What, the 49ers?
Moving on to the you just look like you're deep in thought there. We're going to move right along to the 49ers and the Patriots.
I'm just waiting for you to tell me.
49ers and the Patriots. I'll tell you what to think. As always, 49ers and Patriots. +2 are the 49ers. Over under 44.5. This is a tough game. This is a tough poo-poo-a-chew game.
Pads and under? With a grain of salt, pads and under.
49ers and under. 49ers and under.
All right.
That's right. I think they are in their heads. I think Bill Belichick is finally in panic mode. He hates this team. He doesn't know what to do with this team. The NFL's trying to fuck him as much as possible with COVID. I don't see it for the Pats this week, and I think they are definitely should be in panic mode. Make of it what you will. With that being, especially with the NFL directly trying to put a dildo in barbed wire up your ass as usual, as Roger Goodell does with the Pats. With that being said, Chiefs and Broncos -9.5 here, over under 47. Divisional matchup, dude.
Chiefs over.
Chiefs points?
Yeah. I mean, is there anybody balling out like them right now? I know the hiccup game, but jeez.
I will take this Broncos defense to cover under. I'll take the points at +9.5, maybe buy 2 if you can with your bookie. Or I would take 11.5 here because I think I'm going to buy 10, but I think that Broncos defense still comes strong. It's a divisional matchup. I think it's closer than a lot of people think. Buccaneers versus Raiders. Nude. -3 are the Bucks. Buccaneers and under 53. Under 53.
Yep.
Raiders and over 53. Raiders and over 53. There we go for you. I actually feel really good about that one as Raiders continue to upset great defenses. Jaguars and Chargers. Chargers at home, -7.5 against the Jags. That is a pretty big spread. If you ask me, over under 49.
I mean, give me the Jags to cover that. Why is that so high?
Yeah, that's weird, man.
And then I'll do the under because even though I like both those quarterbacks, I don't think they're gonna score 49 points or 50, I guess.
Nude, you're taking the ball to the nuts. Nude, you're eating these flatliners. Nude, there's a reason it's 7.5. They're begging you. They're begging you.
They're begging me to
take the Jags.
Charge.
They're begging you to take the Jaguars here. They're begging you to take the Jags here. I'm taking the Chargers minus 7.5, and I will take another over here.
All right, Monday night.
Ooh, well, wait now. We got one more game, my friend.
What?
I missed the 1 o'clock because it's all fucked up on my roster sheet here. Steelers and Titans.
Oh, you wanted to do it last, you dick.
No, that's literally. Look, I'll show you my.
I'm
This
just making
last
sure
right before Monday.
He's right.
Okay, all right.
I'm just making sure
You're always thinking I'm trying to troll you the Steelers, and what you don't get is I actually like the Steelers this year. I said it.
All right. Well, you know where I'm going. Steelers to cover anything.
I have their defense in 3 leagues.
Steelers money line. If they're underdogs, if they're the road favorites, I'll take them over everything.
Like I said, Titans second best team in football. Vrabel's best coach in football right now. Money line for my good old Titans, and I will take that under.
All right.
Bam! Wait. Cue the horns. It looked like it was gonna die there, but it just came back and stood strong.
It's
I love
the water. I looked at the water. I was like, I can do it.
it. Well, you did it anyway, buddy. I'm proud of you.
Water, baby.
The Chicago Bears versus Los Angeles Rams. We're in LA. It was like big sticker here, huh?
I don't like this.
I think it's gonna be a good game.
I'm gonna be the Bears though. I don't care what it is.
Be the Bears, like the Bears. Hit
Bears.
the Bears.
Bears and under.
You're taking the points in the Bears? Plus 5.5? I'll take Bears money line straight up to win this game. I will also take the under. I think the Rams are probably the most fraudulent team in football.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
No, there is one, but Bills. Anyways,
Woo!
so
As I said, I disagree,
Thank
but
you
they're
guys
definitely
for-
trouble.
thank you guys for coming through with us. I know today was a little bit of a circus. We'd like to thank our pals at Stuck Up Clothing, as
It
always.
was a beautiful circus, by the way.
I mean, we make it beautiful.
We always do, man.
Yeah. Stuck Up Clothing, look at them on Instagram and Facebook, new tees, new
Finest
long tees.
fashion money can buy. I love their new drop. It looks great, man. It looks
Yeah,
great.
the clouds, yeah, it's awesome.
It's pretty dope.
And for all your eye care needs, Eyesight, the mobile eyewear company, they come to you. You don't go to them. They'll take your measurements, everything that you need, as well
Quick and
as,
easy, man. Quick, easy, convenient.
as well as always the Buffalo Wing Factory.
Yeah, we're both a little hungry here. We're probably
Craft-
gonna get some
craft
Wing
beers,
Factory right now, baby.
Craft wings, baby. As always, stay breezy. I forgot our plug.
Yeah, come on now. Do you want me to do this?
You got it.
Yeah?
You got it.
Let's go ahead. You took it last week, so I'll take it this week. Go right now to www.4cr.studio.com. Go ahead and follow all our podcasts. Listen to all the podcasts. Sam, your face looks beautiful today. And you can meet Sam and the rest of the crew here at Four Corner Studio and join the family that, of course, as always, Thoughtology, Face of the Franchise, Free Therapy, 5 Holers, Bread and Butter to return soon. Degenerates Are Us, potentially to return soon. Go join it. Right now, DM us. Did I miss any that are currently active? I don't think I did. I kept saying hooping and hollering.
You're good. You're good.
Maybe come back one day. With that being said, join us right now. Be part of the family.
Stay breezy. Stay easy. One love.
Ha ha!